Hello everyone, I'm all about Sonic the Telltale Gamer, bringing you the latest and everything Telltale Games, Transformers, and more. So, I was not expecting to see anything about this, but I guess I should have seen this how Life is Strange 4 Storm was announced last year at the Microsoft E3 press conference, but today at the Microsoft E3 2018 press conference, we got our first look at our next entry in the Life is Strange universe. Now, it's not quite Life is Strange Season 2 just yet, but it is connected to it. So, at the Microsoft E3 press conference, Donut announced a free one-episode game that will be coming out in 2 weeks, the June 26th, titled The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. Now, this game looks to be like a really, it looks to be very similar in tone to the farewell episode of Life is Strange Before the Storm. It was just this one-off episode where it's just like you get to do whatever you want, and it's just like it's a really fun episode. I think that's what this episode is going to very much be like. So, I know I still have to finish my Let's Play of, Life is Strange Before the Storm. I have it all recorded and everything. I just, there are some, errors, like I have to go back and record some stuff for episodes 2 and 3. That farewell episode is all recorded properly, though, so I have that all ready to go. I just need to do a little bit of editing with episodes 2 and 3, and it'll be all good to go. Hopefully, I can get it done before Captain Spirit comes out, but, anyway, we'll see. So anyway, in The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, Donut explains that this game takes place 3 years after the events of Life is Strange Season 1. In it, you play as a 10-year-old boy named Chris, whose superhero alter ego is Captain Spirit. Now, basically, the whole point of this game is that you are going around the house, basically, on a Saturday morning, doing whatever you want, and just, yeah, do whatever you want. So you can go in, they show in the trailer that you can, go and like play when you're inside your treehouse or just sit around watch TV. It looks really mundane, but it seems to be, it's very like they increase the excitement of it through the use of Chris's superpowers. I'm saying that with air quotes because, well, of course he doesn't really have superpowers, but who knows, maybe he might get them if he's the main character of Life is Strange Season 2. But apparently the whole thing is that he's channeling his super alter ego of Captain Spirit to like make his life more interesting. As you see, like the examples they show in the trailer, there's one part in which he blows up a snowman. He's throwing a fireball at it, while in reality he just put a stick of dynamite in the snowman's head and it exploded. And then they show other ones, such as when he uses the force to turn on a TV, but really he just points at the TV remote. I think that's really cute. So yeah, Donut explained that The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit will act as a prequel to Life is Strange Season 2, which will be announced soon. Hopefully, I'm expecting to be announced probably either at the latest at the 2018 VGAs, definitely by the end of the year. So, The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit will be actually a free one-off episode that will be released on Xbox One, PS4, and PC on June 26th, which is just in about almost 2 weeks, which I'm really looking forward to. So at the E3 Microsoft press conference, Donut released a launch trailer for The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, so I'm gonna go ahead and play that for all of you who haven't seen it yet, and then we're gonna analyze it.
Spirit of my silence, I can hear you, but I'm afraid to be near you, and I don't know where to begin, and I don't know where to begin.
It's just me, Captain Spirit. This is Chris to the Flying Fortress. Have you spotted Snowmancer? Not yet. Keep me posted.
Chris, breakfast.
Okay, Dad. You're drinking beer?
I don't need a lecture from my son.
I always get picked last for the team at school, and they never throw the ball to me.
They can't tell stories like you can they?
No way. Start the launch. Too late! Emergency!
You're too weak to fight me.
This time, you won't get away from me.
He was gonna get it done in the fall. It is alright.
I miss Mom's smile.
Me too.
Nobody's friend.
You're probably gonna change the world.
I hope so.
I know so.
But I really doubt.
Captain Spirit is here!
I think you're a vision.
The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. Download for free from June 26th.
Okay, so the trailer starts off this nice little like panning shots of the area we'll be exploring in Captain Spirit. Donut hasn't confirmed exactly where Captain Spirit takes place, but they did say it does take place in Oregon, very close to Arcadia Bay, which, for those who don't know, was the main location from Life is Strange Season 1 and its prequel Before the Storm. So anyways, after this, like, brief little panning shots, we close in on Chris's bedroom door, in which we see him playing with a toy spaceship, just regular stuff. Afterwards, we see Chris creating his Captain Spirit outfits or costume, make this like cute little cape, and he has like his mask made of like by paint, drawing a marker on his face. It's all really adorable and stuff. After that, we see Chris talking to like his friend, like the space pirate, I think his name is, I'm not sure, like on a walkie-talkie, and he's looking at his treehouse to see the teddy bear, which has like an eye patch on him, dressed up like a pirate. Very similarly to like, I appreciate the pirate theme that they're going with in Captain Spirit, similarly to how like Max and Chloe were always into pirates in Life is Strange and Before the Storm. And during this, Chris says that asked the bear if he's seen any sign of Snowmancer, not which Donut has described will be Chris's arch enemy. Again, you can't see it, but I'm doing air quotes. He'll be the arch enemy of Chris in Captain Spirit. After that, like, it just really sets the tone for like how playful Chris is and like what type of person he is compared to Max. You don't see Chris isn't really the introverted person Max was in Season 1. He's a lot more outgoing and friendlier than Max. Like, not, I mean, like, not say Max wasn't friendly, but Chris is a lot more outgoing than Max was. So then we cut down to see Chris now eating breakfast with his dad. I'm not sure if Donut's ever confirmed what his dad's name is, but I thought it was Frank for a moment. I was really confused, like, wait, what? Frank has a kid? But no, it's not. Everyone kid, like, I think like Donut confirmed it's not Frank because there's no relationship. Well, there is a relationship to Season 1, but like I don't think any characters from Season 1 show up in Captain Spirit. I think it's an all new cast. So anyway, as Chris is eating his breakfast, we see his dad is drinking a can of beer, which Chris calls him out on. But then we hear his dad say, "I don't need like getting lectured by my son," which kind of seems as though like there's going to be a rift between Chris and his dad, as we see here, like he's wearing his Captain Spirit outfits, costume, laying down on his bed, looks like he's kind of sad. After that, Chris is talking to his dad about apparently he's always picked on in school because he sucks at sports, as we see here in this rather humorous shot of Chris trying to throw a basketball in a hoop in his bedroom and failing epically. But at that point, his dad reassures him by telling him that he's a great storyteller, which Chris agrees with. And then we get to this really cool like montage of Chris playing with spaceships, and then also in his Captain Spirit outfit driving his dad's car as if it was a spaceship, which I think is really, really cute. And it really shows like helps set the tone for what Captain Spirit is going to be about. A lot like how the Farewell episodes trailer was all about how Max and Chloe were just going to play around being pirates and all that. Anyways, we see what I think is one of the coolest parts of this trailer, which we see Chris climbing out of his treehouse in his Captain Spirit costume, and then as soon as he hits the snowy ground, it transforms to look like Chris is on this giant alien planet, and it looks incredible. It looks really cool to see how this is the world Chris sees, and compared to what he's actually in. And we hear like this dark, ominous voice, which is supposed to be the Snowmancer taunting him, and then we see Chris he looks at like he thinks like he's gonna be fighting someone tough, and then we just see this snowman all adorned in like twigs and kids like shovels and stuff like that. It's all really adorable. We see Chris, and then we see Chris basically just more playing with his toys and just having fun. We even have this one, I think one of the best parts of the trailer is when Chris is fighting, again, air quotes, with the Snowmancer by shoving what looks like a stick of dynamite inside his face, then lighting it with a lighter, and then as he runs away from it, he holds his hand out, and the screen is all black, and you see like an energy pulse emitting from his hands, but then it cuts to reality of Chris just holding his hand out while the dynamite's about to go off, and then Chris fires the fireball at the snowman, but then it cuts back to reality to show that the stick of dynamite is blowing the snowman's head up, which I just love how adorable this game is, and how cute it honestly looks, because I know how like the game seems though it's gonna be very cute and all that. I still think that there's gonna be some sort of like moral to the Captain Spirit. It's definitely gonna be there's gonna be some sort of darkness to Captain Spirit, and it definitely shows in this next shot, in which after Chris is just running around in his house, we see him pull out a picture of his mom saying that he misses her. And so Donut has confirmed that Chris's mother is in fact dead, and so it seems as though maybe she died recently. I'd say maybe like a year before the events of the game. Maybe she died, maybe like, I'm just gonna call this like a crazy theory. What if like she died during a tornado at the end of Life is Strange Season 1? But then again, that wouldn't really make sense, because that would only make sense if Max chose the Sacrifice Arcadia Bay ending. If that's the case, are they gonna pick, are they making that the canon ending? Because for those of you who don't know, there's actually a Life is Strange comic book coming out soon called Life is Strange Dust, and that will be a sequel to Life is Strange Season 1 that will go on what if Max chose the Sacrifice Arcadia Bay ending. I'm not sure if it's canon or anything like that, but it could be possible that they may be going with the Sacrifice Arcadia Bay ending as the canon ending, which is kind of weird, because I always thought the Sacrifice Chloe ending would be the canon ending, or depending on what ending we chose, that it would be different. But I like to go with that, and maybe with the theory that maybe Chris's mom was killed in the tornado at the end of Season 1. I think that would be a cool tie-in if that did happen, but if in fact this Sacrifice Chloe ending did happen, then the tornado never happened, so she would still be alive. So maybe she died because some other reason. Anyways, after Chris is lamenting about his mom and like his dad, he's talking to his dad about it, we see Chris once again sitting in his treehouse looking like he's about to cry as he looks at the sky and walks back into his house looking kind of defeated. At this point, Chris's dad says that he is going to change the world, which kind of seems like foreshadowing to the fact that maybe Chris will eventually grow powers similar to what Max had in Season 1, as we see Chris standing once again on the alien planet in his own mind as like a sandstorm or something comes in. And then we have this really interesting shot of Chris in his own mind, holding up his hand very similarly to how Max did it when she would always rewind time. But it could be possible maybe this is just him charging up his supposed fireball when he blows up the snowman's head. But maybe it might be him trying out rewind powers and maybe showing that he actually gets them. That would be really cool, I think, if we see the Chris gets his rewind powers at the end of the game. That'd be pretty cool. After that, you just see a couple like more cute shots of him hanging out with his dad, and then just him ends with Chris standing at the edge of his treehouse, and then we get the title card. And so that was my analysis of the Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit launch trailer. As I said, Donut plans to release this episode in a couple weeks on June 26th for Xbox One, PS4, and PC for absolutely free, and it will serve as a prequel to Life is Strange Season 2, which Donut has confirmed that choices that you make in the adventures of Captain Spirit will carry over to Life is Strange Season 2. So you guys excited for this first sneak peek at Life is Strange Season 2? If you are, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.
Try to reach inside of me. Try to dream I